Well, we could not decide where to eat, so I guess it's going to be the Porch of Indecision at Margaritaville. I have some ideas as to what I may order, but I'm going to scan the menu anyway. Here it is for you. Scan it if you're interested. Well, it's a good thing I did look at the menu because I'm going to go with something I did not have in mind. The shrimp and grits for $25. It's applewood bacon and smoked cheddar wrapped shrimp served over creamy grits with an andouille gravy. And Nikki has the grilled chicken sandwich, $18, with the gluten-free bun. This is a grilled chicken breast, Monterey Jack cheese, applewood smoked bacon, lettuce, sliced tomato, and Dijon aioli. But wait, Nikki also amended this not to have the bacon with it. Where do we want to start, yours or mine?
Oh, let's start with yours. Yours was the hero.
It was the star of the lunch.
Oh my gosh.
So the bacon wrapped shrimp, very delicious, with the grits, and then the key to it all was the andouille gravy.
Oh.
Every bite needed that. So you dip your little shrimp in the andouille gravy, take a bite, take a scoop of the grits, dip it in the andouille gravy, take a bite.
Well, the funny thing is like he put in his order before me, and we hadn't really discussed what we were gonna order, and he ordered what I was gonna order, and I'm like, well, for variety's sake, I probably should order something else. So I got the chicken sandwich with a gluten-free bun.
We could have switched it up.
I mean, the funny thing is like he was filming the food, and I snuck a scoop of it, and I was like, oh, yeah. I should have had that. Well, and then like I didn't even want mine anymore because of his. It was so good.
It sounded like something you would order, but
yes.
I love bacon wrapped shrimp.
Yes, you do.
So, and yours was just kind of okay.
It was. I mean, the chicken was good. It was very tender, very juicy. The gluten-free buns are what they are. You know,
they fall apart.
Yeah, no matter where you go, that's just what you have to expect.
So you ended up just like pushing the bun to the side.
Yeah, I deconstructed it all the time.
And just had the chicken breast, right?
Yes.
Oh, but I do recommend the bacon wrapped shrimp and grits. That was good. Now, last time I was there, I had the coconut shrimp, and that was disappointing.
Yeah, that was not good.
The shrimp and grits made up for it. The bacon wrapped shrimp. I love shrimp wrapped in bacon. While we were walking around, Nikki mobile ordered from the Today Cafe. Let's go pick it up. Since we mobile ordered, we don't wait in the line there. We come to where the symbol is. That is the mobile order pickup symbol. For my lunch today, I have the Bulls and the Bears platter for $13.99. Smoky beef brisket, cheddar cheese, arugula, pickled red onions, horseradish cream, warm crusty baguette served with potato salad, or how I had it, fresh fruit. And Nikki's lunch today will be the watermelon, feta, and basil flatbread. It is for the gluten sensitive, $14.99. A cauliflower pizza crust topped with watermelon, feta, roasted corn, which Nikki skipped out on, basil, tomato aioli, balsamic glaze, arugula, and lemon olive oil vinaigrette. And for dessert, Nikki went with a HHN pastry, a coconut yuzu eyeball for $5.99, also for the gluten sensitive. So we mobile ordered at the Today Cafe. I'll go first, Nikki, because I just got my standard, like my favorite thing there. I've shown it before, the Bulls and the Bears. I like everything about that except the pickled red onions. You can ask for those not to be included. I just scrape them off.
I love those things.
I can't stand them. No.
I should have known. I would have put them on mine.
I love the horseradish. I love, the bread. The bread they have there is so good. So, you know, and bread, a very important element of a sandwich. So it's delicious. Enough of that.
I'm making a face at you, by the way.
Why? Because bread? Because you can't have bread?
Yes, I miss bread. I miss it so bad.
Oh, it was so good. Oh, that's good bread.
Yeah, just keep rubbing it in.
But anyway, you had, I'll let you talk about it because I know you love it.
Yes, so I got the flatbread with that, like it's a watermelon, kind of arugula.
Feta
flatbread. Oh, it was so good. So I did try that, the gluten, or I mean the, what was it, the allergen kind of button, because we mobile ordered.
Yeah.
I wanted to see what would happen with it, and because I just, it's already on a cauliflower crust, so I was like, okay, I know I'm good with that. I just don't want it with corn.
Yeah, because it does come with that roasted corn, I think.
Right, so what you're gonna do is when you do your mobile order and then you walk up and you tell them, okay, listen, I have a food sensitivity or an allergy, and then you let them know prior to them making it. So
okay.
you still have to get there ahead of time, and you still might have to wait a little bit, but at least you can.
Okay, so when you press the button on the app, it's not like you type anything in and say, okay. It just alerts them that they need to talk to you.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. So then you just walk right up and let them know what your sensitive, your food sensitivity is.
But you love that flatbread. She was just raving over it as she was eating.
It makes me so happy. Oh my gosh.
Is it your favorite like gluten sensitive food here?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
I mean, because it's a cauliflower crust versus just like one of those other.
You love cauliflower crusts now.
I do. Oh,
yeah.
It's so good. And then you walk away feeling light and happy, not weighed down.
Yeah.
Which is just a good feeling. And then I had the eyeball again.
Yeah, the yuzu eyeball, I think it's called.
Yes, and as I'm eating it, he's like, "Are you eating the retina?" I was like, "Oh God, please don't say that to me."
I ate the retina.
What?
She gave me some of it. It was good. It was, I mean,
yes,
I love lemon stuff. Yeah,
it was really good. Like I really like it. Again, as another gluten-free option, it's really.
It tastes like a normal dessert.
It does. What do you mean?
Don't get offended if you're all gluten sensitive. Don't get offended by me making fun. That's right. Don't be so sensitive.
I'm sensitive. No,
just jokes. She's gluten sensitive.
Yeah, so I get it all the time, guys.
Yeah. But it was good. It was like I said, a normal dessert.
Ridiculous. Anyway,
that's our quick food review for today. Well, it's not going to be an entree. It's going to be, and Mom and Dad, cover the kids' ears right now. I'm going to show you today a kick-ass milkshake. Now you can uncover the ears. After you enter Twosomes, to the left is the milkshake bar. For $16, the Black Magic Milkshake. This is pumpkin, dulce de leche ice cream, Nutella, and sprinkled rim with severed body parts inside of the cauldron over whipped topping flames. Well, that Black Magic Milkshake was delicious. The icing inside of the cauldron turned my tongue green, which, by the way, the cauldron itself is edible. My favorite thing in the cauldron was the eyeball, and the milkshake itself was very delicious. Until this year, I was not a fan of like pumpkin flavored stuff, anything pumpkin flavored, but I have become a fan of pumpkin flavor now. And that ice cream, that milkshake there, a very good pumpkin flavored treat. So decadent though, so decadent. Well, all right, we made it to Cowfish. Let's go try out this joint. They gave us the choice of the patio or the bar. We chose the bar. And here is the QR code for the menu. I'll leave it on the screen for a second. If you're interested in seeing the complete menu, just scan it with your phone. And by the way, here's my view. There's fish up there, digital fish. I'm gonna go with a burger. All the burgers here are made with a ½ pound of premium Creekstone Farms Black Angus beef. So I think I went with the most basic one available, the CBCLT for $19. It's a beef burger, cheddar cheese, applewood smoked bacon, white cheddar cheese, lettuce, tomato, onion, cowfish sauce on a brioche bun.
And I'm gonna get the spicy tuna roll for $13. Has fresh sliced tuna, cucumber, and spicy mayo.
We'll let you go first, Nikki.
Okay, so I had the spicy tuna roll and it was rolled really well. It didn't fall apart because sometimes I eat sushi a lot, and so sometimes the way it's rolled isn't always like tight. So
that was good.
Tight roll.
A Miami tight roll.
Hey, I know, 80s. But it was fantastic. It was perfect. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, literally.
So a recommendation.
A recommendation, yes, totally. I would eat it every time, I think.
Now I went more basic. I don't eat sushi.
Rick.
I don't eat sushi. I don't do that. But I went with the burger. They're supposed to have good burgers here. Yes. But again, I went with kind of like a basic burger. You know, they've got some really fancy ones. I'm more of a simple guy.
Basic Rick.
It was thick and juicy. I like thick and juicy. And now I will say this: it was a good burger. You know, the cheese was good. The applewood bacon. And the patty was good, you know, like I said, thick and juicy, but I didn't notice like any like seasoning on it.
Okay.
You know, usually if I get a good burger, I'm like, wow, it's seasoned so well.
Okay.
I really didn't notice any seasoning on that, so.
Well, you know what you did notice the seasoning on was the fries.
The fries were seasoned well.
Really well, yeah. I was stealing all of his fries. I was using my little, you know, chopsticks and stealing Frenchy fries.
But overall, I mean, it was a pretty good burger. Is it the best one I've had at Universal Orlando Resort? No, but you know, still pretty good. If you don't eat sushi, it's tremendous. There is a large crowd gathered outside of Finnegan's, but they do have bar seating. Let's see if I can step right in and sit there. It was 20 minutes for a table, so I did find a seat at the bar, and we have some live entertainment happening right now. This is the shepherd's pie for $18.95. It is seasoned ground beef with mushrooms and a crust of potatoes and cheddar cheese on top, served with root cellar vegetables. There's also a vegan option. The vegan option is a little more at $20.95. The vegan option is going to be a seasoned Beyond Meat with mushrooms, peas, carrots, topped with a vegan mashed potato. Rick's quick food review of the shepherd's pie at Finnegan's. First time I've had a shepherd's pie there. Let's talk about the crusted potatoes. Potatoes with cheese. Who doesn't love cheesy potatoes? I love it, so that was good. Now the meat sauce was good. The only thing, or the only issue I have with the meat sauce inside was that it does have mushrooms in it, and I'm not a fan of mushrooms, so I did have to pick around that, but otherwise it was pretty good. Is it better or worse than the one that they have over there in Diagon Alley? The shepherd's pie or the cottage pie over there? It's on the same level to me. A very like, I would call it a hearty comfort food dish. So if you're okay with mushrooms, I think you might like that. Now if you don't like mushrooms, you might want to try something different. But I guess I should say there were not a lot of mushrooms in it, so if you had to, you could do what I did and pick around the mushrooms. And also I should mention, since we are at Finnegan's, I did do my own Rix trick, which is to get the free soda bread, but treat that as a dessert. It's a very dense bread, and when you put that butter and the apple butter on it, it's almost like having a cupcake. Why, yes it is. There was a scream, there was a splash, and a bunch of laughs. And with proof the ride is operational, let's head over here, have our lunch at Thunder Falls.
I got the rice bowl for $15.49 with mojo chicken, black beans, cilantro rice, fried plantains, and salsa.
This is the chicken and roasted pernil platter. It's rotisserie chicken and roasted pernil, which is a pork, served with roasted corn and potatoes. $16.99. And for dessert, one of the best desserts in all of Islands of Adventure, the signature key lime cheesecake, $5.99.
Rick's and Nick's quick food review.
Right on. At one of my favorite places to eat at Islands of Adventure, Thunder Falls. We got some of our favorite dishes.
I know, I forgot how good it is. Oh my gosh. So I got the chicken and rice bowl. Yep. So delicious. What was that, plantain? Yep. Always like its own little dessert on the plate. Yep. So yummy. So that's one of my favorites when I come here. Plus, it's completely gluten-free.
Now the rice bowl, you can get like 3 different ways. Yes. Mojo chicken. Yes. The pernil, which is a roasted pork, and jackfruit, right? Yeah. Those 3 different ways to get that. I like the bowl too because I like the beans and the rice. Right. But I went with the pernil and roasted chicken, or rotisserie chicken platter. Oh my gosh, and the hero of his platter was the potatoes. Yeah. I've never had them before here. Oh my gosh, they're so good. They're seasoned so well. Yes. And that's the thing, when you get the platter, it comes with the roasted potatoes, like we said, seasoned perfectly, and roasted corn. Right, I don't like the roasted corn, but I could eat a bowl full of those potatoes just alone. Now, normally I would just get the pernil, the roasted pork, the slow roasted pork, but for variety's sake, to show you guys, I got the chicken as well. The chicken was good too, a rotisserie chicken. The pork, awesome as always. As we've already talked about, the potatoes, awesome. The corn I usually like. Now I do have a slight little critique for today's corn. It was a little mushy. Oh. I like it a little more crisp. Okay. But that is the first time that's ever happened there. Usually I love that corn on the cob. But it was hard for me to decide because I was looking at your rice bowl and I was like, oh, I don't know. Do I like the rice bowl better than the platter? But then the platter with the potatoes and the corn, but the bowl has the rice and the black beans. You can't go wrong either way.
Either way. It's a big meal. I mean,
yeah, it's a lot.
Legit, we probably could have shared one bowl. Really,
probably
because of
or one platter.
Yeah, or one platter for lunch. But no, and then the dessert.
Yeah, well, we ordered a big lunch and then we decided to get dessert too.
Right. So I have to be careful with how much dairy, but it's really hard for me to pass up my favorite type of cheesecake.
Yeah,
which is that key lime cheesecake. And who knows if there's gluten in it? I don't even care.
She didn't care.
I didn't even care at this point. I went ahead and got it. I went to the 3-bite roll though. I only gave myself 3 keeping bites.
We'll see how that works out for you later.
I know how I'm feeling a little bit later.
But that is one of the best desserts here.
It is.
It made my list of Rick's top 6 desserts.
Yes.
I will leave a link to that video. Go check it out.
Yeah.
Let's rush over to lunch before the lines get too long. Lunch is at the Leaky Cauldron. That's in London. The line's not too bad actually. We are here just before 11 for lunch. Usually this line can be like out the door into Diagon Alley. Nikki's gonna try to get a food item amended for her food sensitivities. We'll let you know how that goes. This is the toad in the hole for $12.49. I told you it didn't sound too appetizing, but it is a popular dish of English sausage baked into a Yorkshire pudding and served with onion gravy, minted peas, root vegetables, and roasted tomatoes.
And I got the specialty chicken sandwich. It's a grilled chicken breast with apple butter mayo, Colby cheese, smoky apple bacon, roasted tomatoes on a house-made specialty bun, but I got the bun as a gluten-free option.
And they have some pretty wild drinks here in the Leaky Cauldron, so I went with just a basic butterbeer. And don't have any sticker shock when you get the butterbeer. It is $8 for this. I'll let you go first because you had the chicken sandwich there, which I've reviewed before in the past, and I loved it. But you got it a little adjusted for your food sensitivities. What did you think of your sandwich today?
Okay, so I kind of had to deconstruct it. Now I was expecting it to be a little dry because it's a gluten-free bun, right? But it was, I mean, the chicken was dry, and once I deconstructed it, I felt like it was okay. Yeah. And I took bites of everything, you know. Plus, when you have a gluten-free bun, it kind of falls apart.
Yeah.
So, wasn't too excited about my lunch.
And your sandwich did not have a lot, or at least noticeable apple butter on it, which, the apple butter makes that sandwich.
It does, and I think it really would have helped the dryness of the chicken and the bun had there been a little bit more. So you can always ask for the apple butter too on the side. Yeah. And they'll do that. The fries are awesome, like always.
The wedge fries.
So perfect. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, he was like, can I have some? I was like, nope. So.
Okay, well, I'm sorry yours wasn't so good, but when I had it, like the way it comes without, you know, with the gluten bun, it was a great sandwich. I'm so sorry you didn't have the same experience.
That's okay.
Now my entree today, toad in the hole. First time I've got it. Sounds very English. I would not order it again, but that's not to say it was all bad.
Okay.
So first off, I didn't care for like any of the side stuff. The onion stuff, the peas or anything. I didn't care for any of that. Right. And I did not like the Yorkshire pudding. But what was good, like the sausage with the gravy that came with the sausage. So basically all I ate was sausage and gravy. So I wouldn't order it again, but the sausage and gravy was good. Alright,
so we got like a 50-50 lunch there, right?
Well, I wouldn't call it 50-50. 25-75. Not as good as 50-50.
Positive.
Well, I mean...
It is what it is. I mean, you know.
To be positive, I will say the sausage with the gravy was good. I just didn't like anything else on the plate. So, what can I say? That's our thoughts. That's our quick food review for today.
It's honest.
Maybe we'll go get a treat somewhere too.
Yeah.
Not a long line at Wimpy's at the moment. I think I'll grab a burger. So here's my lunch, the Wellington burger. The best quick service theme park burger in history. And then I got the Dole Whip Vanilla Sorbet Swirl. But watch what I do with this. You're gonna love it. When I ordered my Dole Whip swirl, I got this empty cup. And I ordered an orange juice as well. Why? Because I like my Dole Whips as floats. Check this out. I now have a vanilla pineapple swirl Dole Whip with orange juice float. Now, the more proper way to have a Dole Whip float would be with pineapple juice, but orange juice is a great substitute. Now, whenever I order Wimpy's, I walk my tray back here to behind me ship the olive. You know why? I have a nice view of the top hat here. So just sit back, enjoy my meal, watch the Velocicoaster go over the top hat. Heaven. It does not get better than this. Rick's quick food review of the Wellington burger at Wimpy's, paired with a Dole Whip swirl float. Now let's start with the main course, the Wellington burger. Thick and juicy, that's how I like it. And that's what the Wellington burger is, plus it is seasoned to perfection. I love everything that comes on. A little saucy sauce. I think it's the ketchup mayo is what it is. That's terrific. An outstanding theme park burger, and it comes with curly fries. I do like curly fries. But let's get to my universal hack. If you love Dole Whips, the swirl kind, now if you look at the menu, and by the way, the Wellington costs like $16.49, and the Dole Whip, the cup, is like $3.99, and then to get the orange juice, $2.99. But the menu only says like the Dole Whip sorbet, and then it says a vanilla cup. Now you have to ask for the swirl, but you can get it in a swirl, which is what I did. That's how I like my Dole Whips. But I also like it with like a float style. But they don't have pineapple juice, so you get orange juice instead. And to be quite honest, I think it's better with orange juice versus pineapple juice. It's good either way, but the way I make it here, I think it's a little better to what Disney does. So there you go. This meal has my highest recommendation, the best quick service theme park burger, the Wellington burger. They do have like a vegan version of that, but let's just stick to the real deal, the Wellington, paired with curly fries and a Dole Whip swirl float.
His name is Rick, her name is Nikki, showing how theme parks are done. Don't miss the magic, don't miss the fun. Hit subscribe.